MLB The Show's coverage of Wednesday Night Baseball brings us to Comerica Park in downtown Detroit. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Cleveland Indians and the Detroit Tigers. With that, here's a look at Terry Francona's Tribe's Nick Castellanos comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. High in the air out to center field. Kane is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting second,
Carlo Nieto will stand in, and as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Lagares is under it, 2 down.
batting third.
Corey Dickerson gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame. The fastball here as we'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. This one is a strike. It's 1-1.
Already hitting 98 miles an hour here in the first inning. He's one of the hardest throwers that these guys will see all year long.
Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
Oh, that's up there.
Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3. Justin Upton would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Justin Upton will stand in. He too had 3 hits in the win last night.
Justin Upton.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Well, you know, the big key to throw on the slider is knowing when to throw it for a strike and then when to try to get a guy to chase out of the zone. Once he gets ahead out there, you know he loves to get you to chase.
Batting fifth, catcher
Jonathan Lucroy comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1.
Oh, a very hittable pitch, too. That's a middle-of-the-plate fastball, and he's not going to get away with too many of those today.
1-2.
Good hard slider at 88. It's 1-2 now. Hit hard to the right side. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting sixth,
Brad Miller will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Well, you're right. His last game was excellent, but he just keeps adding to those numbers. Over his last 10 games, he's been hitting over 350. I'll take that anytime.
And he misses with it. 1-1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Bottom of the second here with no score. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Edgar Cortez will stride forward now, looking to keep that hit streak alive. Currently it's 6 games entering play. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
1 away.
batting eighth.
Avisail Garcia will stand in, hoping for a reversal of fortune here as he's seen that average drop precipitously these past 10 ball games.
No, that's down.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Chop foul over towards the coaching box.
Hey, come on now.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. Dixon Machado will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Hey, 2 away now, 2 away.
Up top, it's 2-0. And with 2 away here, this is not the time to lose the strike zone.
Especially not to a number 9 hitter. The last thing you want to do is turn this lineup.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Nick Castellanos will try it again. He flied out to start the home first.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. That's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
And here's a fastball called for strike one. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike two. Right side hit hard. And this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Hammers it to deep right field. Paredes racing back. He can't get there as it falls in. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's swinging it.
Corey Dickerson will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Big breaking ball and a beauty that time. 1-2.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95-plus mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory.
I got it.
And reined in, 1 away. Into the box, Justin Upton. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And that's in there for strike one. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. And Upton won't chase that one. It's 1-2.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
And the runner will be tagged out at the plate, so a costly decision there. Jonathan Lucroy gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fourth.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the third out. Brad Miller comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
And a fastball's in there for strike one. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee-high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
And that misses 2-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Whitting is up with it, and a rather easy first out.
First baseman
Edgar Cortez stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Skied into straightaway right. On it. 2 gone.
now batting.
Stepping in, Avisail Garcia. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Up and in for ball one. That's inside. 2-0. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Now batting.
Dixon Machado stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Swung on and lifted in the air to left.
Ball.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. And then Nick Castellanos will stride in here to get the Tigers started in their half of the 6th.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Hit on the ground to short. Backhanded. And he'll turn and fire a desperation throw to first. And a heck of an effort that time, but the throw's too late, and that'll certainly be scored an infield single to lead off the inning. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2.
He's
To
out.
second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
The batter.
Corey Dickerson
Right
will
fielder.
stand in. He struck out and popped out in 2 trips.
That's a ball.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
Now, here we go.
Check swing and a pop-up now to the left side. Ramos camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2. Justin Upton will step in now, representing the potential tying run.
And keep in mind, he is the team leader in home runs, so if anyone's got a shot of getting one out of here, it's him.
Squared that one up just a little late. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. And Jonathan Lucroy steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Catcher.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be
0-1's the
huge
count.
if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
Swing and a liner, but foul.
Hey, all right.
Hit out towards second. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The batter number
Brad
13,
Miller will stride
shortstop,
forward now. He's
Brad
bounced out a couple of times
Miller.
already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
There to pull it in, Lagares, and there are 2 away now.
First baseman.
Edgar Cortez will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate
Counts 1-0.
appearances. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Hit hard to short. Lindor takes it in. And that will conclude matters here. Avisail Garcia digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
0-1, no strike.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
Paredes is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Lagares will wait on it, and he's got it for out number 2. Nick Castellanos will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back
Ball
into this
match
ball game
outside.
are growing dimmer by the batter.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Good late break to the slider. 80.
I'm not sure he's thrown a bad slider tonight. Every one of them has had a ton of movement.
And a diving effort, but he can't make the play in right. Around second, he'll try for third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. Carlo Nieto will step in now.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunity.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Corey Dickerson will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
Yeah, and whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far. So, quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Check to swing there and pops this one up. And taken in out there for the first out. Justin Upton will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base.